on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors up against the Houston. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Moody. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Van Vliet passes to Brooks. No good with the triple. Curry with it. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. Şengün with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Green taking his time here. Van Vliet outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Thompson against Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Outside, Green. Back to Podziemski. Green, the screen. A baseline jam. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Here's Moody, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Tipped away. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
Warriors leading by 3. Curry with the bounce pass. Green finds Curry. Here's Podziemski. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen for Curry. With the drive, that one goes. Just count it.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Green dishes to Thompson. A floater. No good that time. Here's Golden State. They're on an 11-3 run. And Curry has it in the corner. It's tipped and stolen by Thompson. They're running. Here's Van Vliet. Up and in on the layup. Van Vliet's got 6.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Here's Podziemski. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. the three. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 5. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka, and we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler. The coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Curry against Thompson. Pass to Moody. Takes the three. The offensive rebound. Green, the pass to Curry. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Van Vliet finds Şengün. Thompson in the corner. Over Curry. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Şengün.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
To the middle, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a three-point game. Brooks with a screen on Green. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Brooks. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Podziemski's got 5 now.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. He gives you an expanded menu.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Golden State also making a change. Looney's checked in for Moody. Rockets trail by 6. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
There's Looney, and he banks in the layup.
Looney. The assist, Stephen.
So it's the Rockets now. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Knocks it loose. And Adams gets to Şengün. And Looney sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Van Vliet up top. Just 5 to shoot. And it's the Warriors on the break.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Van Vliet. At the elbow, it's Şengün. Second chance effort. And they're on the break. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Here's Şengün. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Jacks up a three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Curry on the wing. Guarded by Green. Curry dishes to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Green against Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Here's Şengün. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Curry. He hangs. Over in the corner, Looney. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That one goes in, and the Warriors lead by 7.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Van Vliet passes to Adams. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 7. Now here's Curry. Green in the high post. Adams on him. Here's Podziemski. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Curry. Count the basket.
Green finds ways to get it done inside. Really intelligent as a scorer.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move.
Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Kuminga comes in for Green, and it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Kuminga. Here's the screen. Looney with it. Back to Kuminga. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And Adams kicks to Van Vliet. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 7. Kuminga goes in. And it's blocked by Şengün. They retain possession. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Goes back up. There's the drive. And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for him.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Van Vliet, right side. So it's the Golden State Warriors in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Warriors leading by 9. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Buddy Hield, Kuminga out there with Looney. Then there's Gary Payton II. Pass to Kuminga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Hield. It's hauled in by Adams. The Rockets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA. Well, Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alp's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Payton outside. Pass to Kuminga. Hield left side. They get the rebound. Back to Kuminga. Payton outside. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Payton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 7 points.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge 3-ball. Payback right at you. Great response.
On the wing, Payton. Good on the bucket. He's got 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Adams finds Green, and he drives in. The Warriors pull it in. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Hield outside. Pass to Looney. Back to Hield. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's really that simple for Hield. His shot so dialed in and on target.
Holiday dishes to Adams. Back to Holiday. Knocked loose. And stolen by Kuminga. And here we go. Up the floor. They kick out to Hield. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Adams with the screen on Payton. Pass to Şengün. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
One shot.
Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Looney. No good on the three. Rockets trail by 12. Outside, Green. Adams in the corner. Pass to Şengün. Holiday, no one around him. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now here's Kuminga. Puts up a deep three. Şengün with the rebound. Houston's gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Kuminga down low. Guarded by Holiday. And Kuminga gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Rockets trail by 14. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. The three-pointer, no good. Rockets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Thompson misses. Warriors leading by 14. In the corner, it's Hield. Outside, Kuminga. Here's Payton. The shot missing. Good D by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Van Vliet. Brooks setting the pick for Van Vliet. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray. Van Vliet's got 14 points for the game.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
And the basket by Payton.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Van Vliet outside. Brooks outside. Smith in the posts. Lets it go. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Kept alive. Van Vliet outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And smart play by Smith. Using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
Hield outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Hield's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Thompson surveying the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Moses Moody.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And they recover it. To the paint, here's Smith out to Brooks. Van Vliet wide open. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Van Vliet's got 17 now.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Pass to post. Curry is inside. It's up against Thompson. Lock at 6. Curry finds Moody. Takes a 3. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trail by 12. Here's Thompson. That one good for 2. 5 points in the game.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting 44% from the field in the second. Here's Post, covered by Smith. Outside Curry. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And it's 6 points for Stephen Curry. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Van Vliet. Brooks kicks to Van Vliet from downtown. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 12. Payton outside. Pass to Moody. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
G.A., if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They trail by 14. Thompson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Van Vliet. 4 on the shot clock. Eason, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And expect smart plays like that from Van Vliet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Curry against Thompson. In the corner. Moody with it. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rockets trail by 11. It's tipped. Van Vliet looking around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Van Vliet's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Curry finds Kuminga. Here's Post. Over Smith. And no good. Trying to use the gloves. Houston's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Pass to Thompson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in, and so Thompson nails both of them. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Here's Podziemski. 7 points in the game. Pass to Post. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Podziemski. Covered by VanVleet.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal. And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
On its way from Curry. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, the drive.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Warriors leading by 7. The post-pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. At the guard positions, VanVleet and Green. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. 5 to shoot. Green finds Moody. Inside, here's Curry. And the shot clock expires. 24 seconds. Second violation.
Missed the ball.
Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's VanVleet. Here's Green. Buries it down low. Green's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Rockets. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thompson against Curry. Curry Curry from 3.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Outside, Green. Smith on the wing. Driving to the basket. Here's Thompson. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry against Van Vliet. Curry passes to Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Green drives in. Out to Thompson. Şengün inside. Defended by Moody. And it's Green missing. Warriors leading by 10. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Thompson against Curry. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. By himself. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Warriors shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. It's to Curry. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Off with the layup. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Curry against Thompson. Curry kicks to Hield from deep three-point territory. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Şengün. Yes! And the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's at his best.
This trip is his 2nd to the free throw line in this one.
First team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Alperen Şengün. 1 shot.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
Warriors leading by 3. Hield outside. They kick it out to Green. Back to Hield. 5 on the clock. The 3. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Now Green, 9 points in the game so far. Şengün inside. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Şengün's got 14.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Whitmore comes in for Jalen Green. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. The Warriors leading. Pass to Hield. And here is Curry. Shot clock at 5. Teardrop shot. Tough finish by Stephen Curry.
Boy, Curry is just such a fabulous shot maker. Really knows how to adjust his motion for any distance or defense.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Curry with the steal. Pass to Hield. Back to Curry. And stolen by Thompson. Whitmore with it. Nothing on the board. And it's the Warriors on the break. Finished off the break. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. 6 to shoot. Pass to Green. For 3. It's good from long range. Green's got 7 points in the game.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And it's the Warriors on the break. Back to Hield for the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Podziemski finds Hield. From deep, Green. That one doesn't go. It's trailed by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Here's Şengün. Comes up empty down low. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And stolen by Whitmore. Thompson dishes to Adams. Good work there as it goes. Adams has got his second basket.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Jackson Davis. Back to Green. Buries it from three-point range. 10 points for him.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Amen Thompson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Green in for Fred Van Vliet. Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Warriors leading by 6. Here's Podziemski. 7 points in the game. Out to Payton. Jackson Davis in the corner. Just 3 to shoot. Green finds Payton. They get it back. Jackson Davis.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And Brooks gets it to go.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Healed outside. They kick it out to Green. Down low. Here's Jackson Davis.
Draymond Green, so smart as a player. He'll exploit those gaps in the defense.
Rockets trail by 7. Brooks outside. Pass to Smith. Now Eason. Defended by Payton. Now Brooks. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
And here is Adams. Jackson Davis defending. Out to Brooks. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Pass to Hield. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. 7-point differential. And Green gets it to go.
Great dime that time by Smith Jr. there. You see the floor awareness really starting to improve.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Kuminga. He's checked in for Draymond Green. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Now Podziemski. He has 7. And again, it's the Warriors missing. On the wing, Brooks. Covered by Hield. Brooks, the pass to Eason. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And so Eason nails both of them. Warriors leading by 3. Kuminga, screen on Green. Back to Podziemski. Fires for 3. The Rockets pull it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Brooks kicks to Adams. Payton against Green. To the wing right side. Puts one up from 19. Eason's shot is good. Eason's got 4 points this quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Warriors ahead, up by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Kirk, and yep, we thought we might see it, and the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play. 2 shots.
personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay.
To review
After the
the play.
ruling on the floor is overturned.
Appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pajemski with it. Healed outside. Out to the right wing. Golden State moving the ball around. Payton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pajemski. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Green against Teal. Adams in the corner. Brooks outside. Takes the 13-footer, and he hits the jump shot.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
They get it back. The kick out to Holiday. Outside, Green. Easton passes to Green. Sinks the triple. And the Rockets lead by 1.
his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. For the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told his players, I need you to play smarter out there. We're in a rush right now, and that's why we're behind. Slow things down. Run our plays. We'll see if that tempo shifts at all. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And so VanVleet will bring it up for Houston. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Curry with the three. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
VanVleet passes to Şengün. Back to VanVleet. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Out to Brooks. Outside Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for your Rockets, Thompson, 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. Adams, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. It's stolen by Adams to the inside. And Thompson shoots it home.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine, even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
The Rockets trail. Thompson in the posts. Looney on him. Brooks finds Adams. It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. On the wing, Payton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. VanVleet passes to Adams. Brooks outside. Pass to VanVleet. Shot clock at 6. And it's Houston with another. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Thompson against Curry. To the left wing. Kuminga dishes to Payton. Here's Curry. The Rockets pull it in. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. VanVleet with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Outside, Green. On the wing, Thompson. VanVleet outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Outside Curry. He's looking for Looney and finds him. Payton kicks to Kuminga. Some nice passing by Golden State here. On its way from Curry for 2, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the lightning quick release of Curry really came in handy there.
For 3, Van Vliet. A 3-pointer is right on target. Van Vliet's got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And that one, good. Van Vliet's got 29.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Curry, that's good.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Out to Brooks. Back to Green. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Drives to the hoop, and Thompson sends it back. Brooks the pass to Thompson. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. And so he hits both. And here is Curry. From the arc. Another miss by Curry. Rockets leading by 4. For 3, Van Vliet. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Houston. Making a switch. Şengün's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Green's checked in. Warriors trail by 7. Now here's Curry. Green with a screen on Thompson. Curry dishes to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Curry against Thompson. He had his back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Curry way outside. The long-distance three is buried. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And there's the drive. They double-team Şengün. Out to Thompson. Houston moving it around. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Golden State foul.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Looney. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And so Looney nails both of them. Rockets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. For 3, Van Vliet. And it's Looney with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And it's good, 2 points. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Thompson kicks to Şengün. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break to take the lead. And he sinks the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
Here's Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Green's got 11 in the second half.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one. That gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Curry against Thompson. Curry passes to Looney. 109 left to play here in the fourth. And the basket by Curry.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
Green kicks to Şengün. At the elbow, Smith. And they will throw over the back on the play.
He must have thought he was a jumbo gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
A deep 3 from Van Vliet. The Rockets with another miss.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Pass to Podziemski. Green with the ball. Şengün covering. 4 on the clock. Here's Curry. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Now a timeout called by Houston. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Van Vliet. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And how about the leadership there from Van Vliet? Ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who would go to the line.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ballgame.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Not enough on that one as it misses. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.